Be me, Femanon, 21-year-old psychology major who thinks she's mastered the art of male manipulation. Real name is Jessica, but everyone calls me Jess. Meet this guy in my sociology class. His name is Ryan. He's sweet, kind of nerdy, but in a cute way. He starts sitting next to me every class, sharing his notes when I'm late, buying me coffee from the campus Starbucks. Can tell he's into me from day one. The way he laughs at all my jokes, remembers everything I say, lights up when he sees me. My roommate Kayla thinks he's perfect for me. Ryan is literally the nicest guy. You should give him a chance, she says. But I have this brilliant plan brewing in my manipulative little brain. If I keep him in the friend zone, he'll keep trying to win me over. He'll buy me things, take me places, validate all my feelings. Basically be my emotional support boyfriend without the commitment. Genius, right? I thought so too. Ryan asked me out officially after a few weeks of us hanging out. We're at this pizza place and he's nervous, fidgeting with his napkin. So I really like you, Jess, and I was wondering if you'd want to be my girlfriend, he asks with hope in his eyes. I put on my sweetest smile and touch his hand. Ryan, you're amazing, but I just got out of a relationship and I'm not ready for anything serious right now. Total lie. Been single for 6 months. But I really value our friendship and I don't want to lose you, I add. Can see the disappointment on his face, but he nods and says he understands. Of course, I just want you in my life, however that looks, he says. Perfect, he took the bait. Over the next few months, Ryan is basically my boyfriend, without the title or benefits. He drives me to class when it's raining, brings me soup when I'm sick, helps me with assignments, buys me little gifts, a book I mentioned wanting, a scarf because I said I was cold, takes me to nice restaurants and insists on paying because friends help friends. I'm living my best life, getting all the attention and gifts without any commitment. My friends think it's wrong, but I brush them off. He's a grown man who can make his own choices, I tell them. Kayla is the most vocal about it. Jess, you're leading him on. This is cruel, she confronts me one night. I've been honest with him about not wanting a relationship. If he chooses to still be around, that's on him. I defend myself. She shakes her head like I'm a lost cause. Ryan mentions this girl from his engineering class, says she's cool and they're working on a project together. Don't think much of it at first. A few days later, he cancels our usual Friday movie night because he has plans. Oh, what are you doing? I ask casually. Just hanging out with some friends from class, he says vaguely. Something feels off, but I don't push it. Saturday morning, I'm scrolling Instagram and see Ryan posted a story. He's at some arcade with a group of people, including a really pretty brunette. She's in multiple photos. They're laughing in one, playing air hockey in another. Feel this weird knot in my stomach. Why do I care? I don't even want to date him. Convince myself I'm just surprised he's hanging out without telling me. Monday in class, Ryan seems different, distracted. He's on his phone more, smiling at his screen. Who are you texting? I ask, trying to sound playful, not possessive. Oh, just Emma. She's in my engineering class, he says without looking up. Emma. So the brunette has a name. He mentions Emma more over the next week. Emma said this funny thing. Emma and him got the highest score on their project. Emma invited him to a party. Each mention feels like a tiny needle poking at something inside me. Friday comes and I assume we'll do our usual movie night. Text him asking what time he wants to come over. Can't tonight. Going to that party with Emma and some other friends, he replies. He's canceling on me again? For her? Type out 3 different passive-aggressive responses before settling on, oh, okay, cool, have fun. He just hearts the message. Spend Friday night stalking Emma's Instagram like a psycho. She's a chemical engineering major, does rock climbing, volunteers at animal shelters, has like 1,000 friends. She's pretty and accomplished, and I hate her for no rational reason. Ryan posts more stories from the party. Emma is in most of them. There's one where they're doing karaoke together. He has his arm around her shoulders. Feel physically ill looking at it. Kayla walks in and sees me spiraling. What's wrong? She asks. Ryan is at a party with some girl and he canceled on me, I say, hearing how pathetic I sound. Jess, you friend-zoned him. He's allowed to hang out with other people, she says gently. I know that. I don't care. I'm just surprised he didn't tell me. I'm getting defensive. Do you actually have feelings for him? She asks directly. No, it's not like that. It's just weird that he's acting different. I lie to both of us. Next week, Ryan barely texts me first anymore. I'm always the one initiating conversation now. His responses are friendly but brief, nothing like the paragraphs he used to send. He still sits next to me in class, but he's not as attentive, doesn't offer to get me coffee anymore, asks if I want to grab lunch, and I eagerly say yes. Get to the dining hall, and Emma's there with 2 other people. Hope you don't mind, Emma and some friends are joining us, Ryan says. I very much mind, but I smile and say it's fine. Emma is annoyingly nice, asks me questions about my major, compliments my jacket. Ryan and her have all these inside jokes I don't understand. They reference some South Park episode they watched together. Oh my God, yes, when Cartman tries to get his money back from the amusement park and becomes obsessed with the 37 cents. Emma laughs. That's exactly how you were about that vending machine that took your dollar, Ryan teases her. They're both cracking up while I sit there feeling like a third wheel. This is wrong. I'm supposed to be the main character in Ryan's life, not some side character. Emma mentions a study group she's organizing for their class. You should totally come, Ryan. We're meeting at my apartment, she says. Yeah, definitely. Your place is way better for studying than the library, he agrees. He's been to her apartment? Multiple times, apparently? The lunch ends and I barely ate anything. Too busy watching them interact. Confront Ryan after class a few days later. Feels like we never hang out anymore, I say, going for the guilt trip angle. We're hanging out right now, he points out. You know what I mean? You're always busy with Emma or other friends. He looks confused. Jess, you told me you just wanted to be friends. I'm respecting that boundary, he says calmly. Friends still make time for each other. I'm getting emotional now. I am making time. I see you in class. We have lunch sometimes. I respond to your texts, he lists. It's just different now. Different how? He asks. Can't articulate it without admitting I'm jealous, so I just say, never mind, forget it. Things get worse over the next month. Ryan and Emma are clearly dating even though he hasn't explicitly said it. They're always together. She's in all his social media posts. His relationship status changes to in a relationship. I wasn't tagged, didn't even get a heads up. Feel betrayed even though I have no right to. See them on campus holding hands and I want to scream. This wasn't supposed to happen. He was supposed to pine after me forever. He was supposed to keep trying to win me over, keep showering me with attention. Instead, he found someone who actually wants him, and I'm left here feeling cucked by my own friend zone. Kayla has zero sympathy. You wanted him as your backup plan, and now you're mad he moved on? That's insane, Jess, she says bluntly. I didn't want him as a backup, I lie. Then what did you want? She challenges me. I don't have a good answer. Start noticing Ryan is genuinely happy with Emma in a way he never was with me. He's more confident, smiles more, seems lighter. Realize he was probably miserable being strung along and I was too selfish to notice. But instead of being happy for him, I'm bitter. Bitter that my plan backfired, bitter that he's happy without me, bitter that I lost my emotional support puppet. The bitterness turns into something uglier. Start making subtle comments about Ryan to mutual friends. Yeah, Ryan is cool, but he's kind of clingy, don't you think? I'll say casually. I heard he flunked his midterm, probably too distracted by Emma, spreading rumors I made up. Plant seeds of doubt about his character, his intelligence, his intentions. My friend Marcus, who's in Ryan's friend group, mentions that Ryan has been stressed lately. Some people have been saying weird stuff about him, don't know where it's coming from, Marcus says. I play dumb, say that's terrible, ask what kind of stuff. Perfect, it's working. Start focusing on turning Emma against him. Slide into her DMs, acting friendly. Hey, I know we haven't talked much, but I wanted to reach out because I care about Ryan, I message her. She responds positively, says she's glad he has good friends like me. Slowly start planting doubt. Has Ryan mentioned his ex to you? Just want to make sure he's being honest because she really messed him up. Ryan doesn't even have a recent ex. I'm making shit up. He gets really jealous sometimes, just something to be aware of. Another lie. Emma starts asking me more questions. I feed her bullshit, wrapped in concern. See them arguing on campus one day. Feel a sick sense of satisfaction. Tell more mutual friends that Ryan has been saying mean things about them behind their backs. I don't want to cause drama, but I think you should know what he really thinks. I play the concerned friend angle. People start distancing themselves from him. His friend group gets smaller. He looks confused and hurt. Emma breaks up with him after 2 months of me poisoning her mind. He posts a sad, vague tweet about betrayal and trust. I like it and comment, here if you need to talk, like I'm not the cause of his pain. Ryan tries to reach out to his friends to figure out what happened. They're all cold to him based on the rumors I spread. Marcus finally confronts him about all the alleged shit-talking. Ryan is genuinely confused, denies everything. I never said any of that. Where's this coming from? He's desperate. Marcus doesn't believe him because I've been very convincing. Ryan starts piecing together that someone has been sabotaging him. He makes a list of people who might have motive. I'm apparently on that list. He texts me asking if we can talk in person. Agree to meet him at a coffee shop. He looks exhausted, like he hasn't slept in days. Jess, I need to ask you something and I need you to be honest, he starts. My heart is racing, but I keep my face neutral. Have you been spreading rumors about me? He asks directly. I scoff, put on my best offended face. Are you serious right now? I've been nothing but supportive of you. I lie through my teeth. Emma told me someone sent her screenshots of messages where you were warning her about me. Shit, didn't account for Emma saving receipts. I was just trying to look out for her. Some of the guys in your friend group mentioned concerning things. I double down. What guys? What things? Be specific, Jess. He's not backing down. I can't be specific because it's all made up. Fumble through some vague response about protecting Emma. You know what? I don't even care anymore, he says tiredly. The truth always comes out eventually, and when it does, you'll have to live with what you did. He gets up and walks out, leaves me sitting there. Over the next week, Ryan completely withdraws from social settings, stops going to parties, stops posting on social media, barely leaves his apartment. His grades start slipping according to Marcus, who's starting to feel bad. The rumors I spread reach his parents somehow. Apparently someone told them their son was failing out and doing drugs. Both completely untrue, but damage is done. His mom calls him crying, asking what's wrong. Why didn't he tell them he was struggling? He has to explain that none of it is true, that someone has been lying about him. His parents are confused and worried. Their relationship becomes strained. Feel a tiny bit guilty, but mostly I'm still bitter about Emma. Kayla finds out what I did. She goes through my laptop while I'm in the shower and sees messages I sent to people about Ryan. She's waiting for me when I come out, looks disgusted. What the fuck is wrong with you, Jessica? She's never called me by my full name before. You deliberately destroyed that guy's life because you couldn't handle him moving on? I try to defend myself, but she's not having it. You're a terrible person. I can't believe I defended you, she says. You need serious help. This isn't normal behavior. She moves out the next week, goes to live with her boyfriend. Now I'm alone in our apartment with just my bitterness and guilt. Ryan stops coming to our shared sociology class. Hear from someone that he's taking it online now to avoid seeing me. He's also considering transferring schools entirely. His entire life here has been ruined because I couldn't handle rejection that I caused myself. More people figure out I was behind the rumors. Screenshots start circulating. People I lied to compare notes and realize inconsistencies. My social circle completely turns on me. Girls I thought were my friends won't even look at me on campus. Guys I used to party with call me a psycho. On group chats I'm still in. Get uninvited from everything. My Instagram stories are just me alone in my apartment. Try to apologize to Ryan via text. Send him paragraphs about how sorry I am, how I was wrong, how I'll fix everything. He doesn't respond. Send more messages over the next few days, increasingly desperate. He blocks my number. Try to reach out on social media. Blocked there too. He's completely cut me out of his life. End of semester comes and Ryan is just gone. His friends say he transferred to a school in another state. Didn't even finish out the year here, just left. He disappeared from everyone's lives, including social media, deleted all his accounts, started completely fresh somewhere else. I did that. I pushed someone to abandon their entire life and start over. Sitting in my apartment alone one evening when my mom shows up unannounced. She lives 3 hours away. For her to just show up means something's wrong. We need to talk, Jessica, she says seriously. My stomach drops. She sits me down and tells me she ran into Ryan's mother at the grocery store. They had a long conversation about what happened. My mom learned everything. The manipulation, the rumors, the destruction of his reputation. His mother was in tears, Jessica. Her son had to transfer schools and start over because of what you did, my mom says. I try to downplay it, but she cuts me off. Do not lie to me right now. I raised you better than this. We sit in silence for a minute. She looks at me with disappointment I've never seen before. Was it worth it? She asks quietly. Was destroying someone's life worth whatever satisfaction you got? I don't have an answer. You had a good person who cared about you, and you manipulated him, she continues. When he moved on like any healthy person would, you couldn't handle it. So you ruined him, his relationships, his reputation, his mental health, everything. And for what, Jessica? What did you gain? I start crying, not pretty crying, ugly sobbing. I don't know why I did it, I finally admit. I just felt so angry that he was happy without me. I wanted him to keep chasing me, but also never catch me. When he stopped playing the game, I got scared and mean. My mom doesn't comfort me. You need therapy, Jessica. This behavior is sociopathic, she says bluntly. That boy did nothing wrong except have the self-respect to walk away. And you punished him for it so severely that he had to flee to another state. She stands up to leave. I'm ashamed of what you've become. I don't recognize this person, she says. You need to figure yourself out before you hurt anyone else. She walks out, doesn't even say goodbye. Sit in my empty apartment surrounded by the wreckage of what I've done. Lost Kayla, lost my friends, lost my mom's respect, destroyed an innocent person. All because I wanted validation and control. All because I couldn't handle someone choosing themselves over my manipulation. Ryan is gone, started fresh somewhere where no one knows what happened. I'm stuck here with everyone knowing exactly what I did. The girl who was so cruel that a guy had to transfer schools to escape her. That's my legacy now. Kayla texted me once, months later. I hope you got help. What you did to Ryan was unforgivable. He didn't deserve any of that, and you know it. She's right. Try to find Ryan online to apologize properly. Every account is deleted or private. He's a ghost, completely unreachable. He probably never wants to hear my name again. Can't blame him. Start therapy like my mom suggested. Therapist asks why I felt entitled to Ryan's attention, even after rejecting him. Don't have a good answer. Asks why I felt justified in destroying him when he moved on. Still don't have a good answer. You didn't want him, but you didn't want anyone else to have him either, therapist says. That about sums it up. Graduation comes and goes, I walk alone. My parents come, but they're distant, cordial but cold. No celebration dinner, they just leave right after the ceremony. Start job hunting. Most places ghost me after interviews. Turns out mutual connections from college have warned companies about my character. My reputation followed me into the real world. End up working a job I'm overqualified for because it's all I can get. Live alone in a studio apartment, no friends, strained family relationships. Sometimes I think about Ryan and wonder if he's happy now. Hope he is. Hope he found someone who deserves him. Hope he's surrounded by people who value him. Hope he never thinks about me or what I did to him. 3 years later, I'm scrolling Facebook and see a mutual friend posted something. It's a photo from a wedding. My heart stops when I see Ryan in the picture. He looks healthy, happy, confident, everything he wasn't when I knew him. He's got his arm around a woman, not Emma, someone new. The caption says, "Congratulations to the happy couple." He got married, moved on completely, built a whole new life. I'm still stuck in the same city, same patterns, same emptiness. He won, not because he tried to, but because he left and chose peace. I lost, not because he hurt me, but because I hurt myself. My therapist says I'm making progress, but some days I don't feel like it. Some days I still feel that bitter, angry person who couldn't handle rejection. That person who would rather destroy than let go. My mom asks if it was worth it every time she calls. I always say no. She asks if I've learned anything. I tell her I learned that manipulation always backfires eventually. That trying to control people only leaves you alone. That some damage can't be undone no matter how sorry you are. She says that's a start, but I have a long way to go. She's right. Still sit in my apartment most nights, wondering how different things could have been. If I'd just been honest about my feelings. If I'd let them go gracefully instead of burning everything down. If I'd been a better person, but I wasn't, and now I live with that every day. See a therapist every week trying to fix whatever is broken inside me. Trying to make sure I never hurt anyone like that again. Trying to become someone my mom wouldn't be ashamed of. Trying to become someone I'm not ashamed of. It's slow and it's hard, and some days I want to give up. But I keep going because I owe it to Ryan even though he'll never know. I owe it to everyone I hurt with my cruelty. Mostly I owe it to myself to be better than what I was. My face when I realized keeping someone in the friend zone to manipulate them led to losing them completely and destroying myself in the process. That feeling when you're so busy trying to control someone's feelings that you become the villain in your own story and everyone else's. My mom was right to ask if it was worth it, because sitting here alone years later, I can say with certainty that it absolutely was not, and I'll spend the rest of my life trying to become someone worthy of forgiveness I'll probably never receive.